So another Andy B 2-minute videos, and following on from yesterday when we looked at pacing yourself, I wanted to think about buffer zones. Now in the UK, buffer zones are getting a bad name because they're being used badly. The government wants to put buffer zones around abortion clinics so nobody can go and pray, which is utterly absurd. It's a complete dereliction of the idea of freedom of speech. You cannot stop someone from thinking. Prayer is done internally. You cannot ever legislate against someone standing somewhere and praying. It's utterly farcical. I'm not talking about those sorts of buffer zones, although yes, I did just say what I just said. I was thinking about buffer zones in our calendars. I was thinking about how we have these things that actually protect us from being too busy. So when I was looking at pacing yourself, I talked about the idea of a whiteboard, and you write down the 7 days of the week and you fill in different things that you're going to be doing during the week. If we're not careful, we end up filling every gap that we see, and there's no spare capacity. There's no buffer zone. When I was chatting with a minister quite a long time ago, he was really quite foolish. He was very immature. He was very new in his job. And he said, well, I know the best thing to do is to leave at least 1 hour free every day. Oh, great, you're doing that. No, I'm far too important and far too busy to do that. I'll do it one day. Now, that's really immature. That's really foolish. If you've got good advice you know to be good, then you need to follow that. I understand sort of what he was trying to say, which is I've got lots to do. But if we fill every gap, then we can never help people. And he had a string of people disappointed that they could never, ever get an appointment with him because he was far too busy, because he failed to follow the advice he'd been given, which he knew was good. Don't fill every second of every day of your week. Don't fill your calendars up so you're really busy for Jesus, but you've got no time to help someone because you're in such a rush to help Jesus, you're not helping people. And we can do that so easily, can't we? We need to leave buffer zones. We need to leave spaces and gaps. We need to leave possibilities of doing something else, of allowing God the right to call us to help him in different ways other than we had assumed. That's the importance of buffer zones in your diaries. So don't fill all your seconds, leave some gaps. And if nobody calls you for help, get on your knees and pray. Just a thought.